Hello students, in last lecture we studied elimination reaction and nucleophilic substitution reactions of alkyl halides and haloarenes. After that, now we are going to study today electrophilic substitution reactions in alkyl halides. So let's study electrophilic substitution in alkyl halides. So when we are made the comparison between benzene and aryl halides, we can see that aryl halides they undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction slowly. So in comparison to benzene, aryl halides undergoes substitution electrophilic reactions slowly. In resonance structure of chlorobenzene, we yesterday saw that the electron density is relatively more at ortho and para position. In yesterday's lecture, we studied different resonating structures of chlorobenzene. At that time, we studied that electron density is relatively more at ortho and para position. So therefore, incoming electrophiles is most likely attack at ortho and para position. Since the electron density is relatively more at ortho and para position, therefore electrophiles attack at ortho and para position. But due to steric hindrance at ortho position, para product predominates. There is a steric hindrance at ortho position. That's why among ortho and para products, para product it is the major product. So let's study the first electrophilic substitution reaction of alkyl halide, and that reaction is halogenation. So in halogenation, introduction of halogen in benzene or arene takes place. Halogenation is nothing but it is the reaction in which there is an introduction of halogen in benzene or arene takes place. So when haloarenes are reacted with halogen, and when reaction is carried out in presence of ferric salt as a catalyst, it gives the mixture of ortho and para halobenzenes. Let's study one example. So chlorobenzene on reacting with chlorine in presence of anhydrous FeCl3, it produces the mixture of 1,2-dichlorobenzene and 1,4-dichlorobenzene. So common name of this compound is ortho-dichlorobenzene, and common name of this compound is para-dichlorobenzene. So after studying halogenation reaction, now we are going to study the next reaction, and that reaction it is the nitration reaction. So halogenation is nothing but in such reaction there is an introduction of halogen takes place in arene or benzene. Likewise, nitrations are nothing but these are the reactions in which introduction of NO2 group in arenes takes place. So in nitration reaction, arenes are reacted with nitrating mixture, and nitrating mixture is nothing but it is the mixture of concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4. So when aryl halides are reacted with nitrating mixture, it gives para compound as a major product and ortho compound as a minor product. Let's study one example. So when chlorobenzene is reacted with nitrating mixture, that is concentrated nitric acid, and here concentrated H2SO4, it acts as a catalyst. So chlorobenzene on reacting with nitrating mixture, it gives the mixture of ortho and para product. So we get this first product. So its name is 1-chloro 2-nitrobenzene, and the another product is 1-chloro and 4-nitrobenzene, and here the byproduct is the H2O. So to balance this reaction, we have to write here 2 moles of chlorobenzene, then here also 2 moles, and here also 2 moles of H2. So chlorobenzene on reacting with nitrating mixture, it gives 1-chloro 2-nitrobenzene, and second one is 1-chloro 4-nitrobenzene. So after studying nitration reaction, now we are going to study the next reaction, that is the sulfonation reaction. So in such reaction, introduction of sulfonic acid group, that is SO3H group, introduces in the benzene or arenes. So introduction of SO3H group takes place in arenes or benzene. So in sulfonation reaction, haloarenes are reacted with fuming concentrated H2SO4. In sulfonation reaction, haloarenes or aryl halides, they are reacted with fuming H2SO4. Let's study one example. So with hot and fuming H2SO4, chlorobenzene gives. This is chlorobenzene. So with hot and fuming concentrated H2SO4. With hot and fuming concentrated H2SO4, chlorobenzene, it gives para-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid and ortho-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid as a products. So the first product is here, this product. This is the ortho-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid, or its another name is 2-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. 2-chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. Then the other product form, it is, so this is the another product, and this product is 4-chloro. This is 4-chloro-benzene sulfonic acid. Benzene sulfonic acid. And here the byproduct is H2O. Again, to balance reaction, we have to here write twice moles. Here we have to take twice, and here we have to write also 2 moles of H2. So after finishing sulfonation reaction, now we are going to study the next reaction, and that reaction is Friedel-Crafts reaction. So in Friedel-Crafts reaction, haloarenes, they are reacted with alkyl chloride or acyl chloride. In Friedel-Crafts reaction, haloarenes are reacted with alkyl chloride or acyl chloride, and reaction is carried out in presence of catalyst anhydrous AlCl3. So when haloarenes are reacted with alkyl chloride, then such reaction is called as Friedel-Crafts alkylation, and when haloarene is reacted with acyl chloride, then this reaction is called as Friedel-Crafts acylation. So let's study the examples of Friedel-Crafts alkylation. So when chlorobenzene is reacted with alkylating agent, that is methyl chloride, and when reaction is carried out in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, then here we get the mixture of 1-chloro-2-methylbenzene. This is 1-chloro-2-methylbenzene. So here we get mixture of 1-chloro-2-methylbenzene, and another product is this one. So its name is 4-chlorotoluene. 4-chlorotoluene or 4-chlorotoluene. So here the byproduct form are HCl. Again, to balance this reaction, here we have to write twice, here we have to write twice, and here also we have to write twice. Then in Friedel-Crafts reaction, the next reaction is Friedel-Crafts acylation. So let's take the example. So when chlorobenzene is reacted with acylating agent, for example acetyl chloride, CH3 C double bond O Cl, and again when reaction is carried out in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, here we get the mixture of two products. So the first product is 1-chloroacetone. Then second product is this one. So here, see here double bond O, here CH3, and this product is 4-chloroacetophenone, and the byproducts are HCl. So when chlorobenzene is reacted with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, it gives the mixture of 1-chloroacetophenone and 4-chloroacetophenone. So here we finish all these reactions. After studying electrophilic substitution reactions in aryl halides, now we are going to study the last article, and that article is uses and environmental effects of some polyhalogen compounds. Let's study uses and environmental effects. So the first compound is dichloromethane, or it is also called as methylene dichloride, it having the formula CH2Cl2. So dichloromethane and methylene chloride or methylene chloride, it can be used as a solvent in various reactions. It is also used as a paint remover, or it is also used for metal cleaning, or it is also used for degreasing also. Let's study its environmental effect. So it causes dizziness, nausea, headache and weaknesses when person is getting in contact with it. Its direct contact with eye, it leads to damaging cornea of eyes. So these are the various effects of methylene chloride or dichloromethane. The next compound is trichloromethane, or its common name is chloroform. So chloroform having the formula CHCl3. So chloroform, it can be used as a solvent in various reactions for the extraction of gums, fats and resins. It is used to prepare chlorofluoromethane, and this chlorofluoromethane, it can be used as a refrigerant. It is also used to prepare drug like chloridone, then chloropicrin, and this chloropicrin, it is the insecticide. So when chloroform, it is inhaled. When chloroform, it is inhaled for short time, then it causes fatigue. It causes fatigue. It also causes dizziness. It causes fatigue, then it also causes dizziness, or it also causes headache also. When for long exposure, it causes it causes various serious problem to the health, and one of that it is it effect on liver, or in another word we can say that it can damage to the liver. Then the next one is when chloroform it is exposed to air or light. We are studying the next environmental effect or hazardous effect of chloroform. So chloroform when exposed to air and light, it is gets converted into a poisonous gas and its name is phosgene. Therefore, to prevent it, chloroform is stored in dark umber colored airtight bottle. Then the next compound is tetrachloromethane or carbon tetrachloride, that is CCl4. So this carbon tetrachloride is a colorless liquid and it having a sweet smell. It is used as a solvent for oils, fats, resins. It is also used as a dry cleaning agent and also used as a source of chlorine. So this carbon tetrachloride, it is highly toxic to liver, and when it is exposed to higher concentration, it may causes liver cancer also. It also affect on central nervous system. So these are the different disadvantages of tetrachloromethane or carbon tetrachloride. Then let's study the next compound, and that compound is iodoform. So iodoform is known as triiodomethane and its formulation is CHI3. So this iodoform, it is the yellow crystalline substance. It is the yellow crystalline substance and it can be used as an antiseptic. It can be used as an antiseptic for dressing wounds. Then it is used in medicine as a healing agent. So let's study its effect. So it causes respiratory irritation, then it causes irritation to skin and eyes also. It also causes nausea, dizziness and breathing difficulty. So these are the different effects of triiodomethane or iodoform. Then the next compound is freon. So freons are nothing but these are the chlorofluorocompounds. These are the chlorofluorocompounds. These are the chlorofluorocompounds of methane and ethane. So CFCs or freons, they can be used to prepare compounds as well as they can be used as a refrigerant in fridge, and they can be used for air condition purposes. Most of CFCs are responsible for ozone depletion in stratosphere. So it is the one of the hazardous effect of these freons. Most of CFCs are responsible for the ozone depletion in the atmosphere. So large inhalation of freon, it results in breathing problem, and it also causes organ damages. So these are the different effects of freons. Then the last compound which we are going to study is DDT. Its name is dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. So this DDT was discovered by scientist Paul Mueller in 1948. Later on, he got the Nobel Prize for his discovery. So DDT, it kills houseflies, insect like houseflies. Then they also kills mosquitoes. And body lice. So DDT, it kills housefly, insect like housefly, mosquito and body lice. This DDT, it is also used for controlling malaria also. Let's study its environmental effect. So exposure to high doses of DDT, it may causes vomiting, then shakiness, etc. It gets deposited and stored in fatty tissues. And another effect is it is also resistant to metabolism in our body. So its structural formula, it is as like this. So this is the structural formula of DDT. In the examination, question may be asked to write down the structural formula of dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane, that is DDT. So thank you. We will stop here.